Okay, I am going to start back on this handle because I was going to do it last night, but I didn't have the time to do it. And I'm making headway to this right now. I got one side of the handle in, and I'm going to continue this until I get at least one of the two rows. I was going to do it last night, but I end up doing something else because my little one is sick. And it seems like everybody's coming up with a cold in the house now except for me. So I don't know. I just want to get this done. So I finish up the side, except for the 3-row on the very bottom. And I am going to spend my time getting this handle. And hopefully tonight I will be able to work on the bottom. And by next week time, I should be able to contact the customer and let them either come and pick this up or I'll have to mail it to them. She has family members here in Charleston or Key West, somewhere in here, I believe. Okay. And this handle, I tell you, it was pretty brittle too. All the stuff that I'm tearing out is just amazing that this stay together. Cut all this. Oh, let me cut all of this out. I'm not gonna save all this. All these trucks coming through today. The day is a little warmer, and it is Thursday. Hopefully tomorrow they should have a lot of vendors here. Normally on Fridays. And since the temperature is 55, I came in today. So like I say, if it's way under 55, wind blowing, I will not come in. All right, I got this going now. The palm is drying very fast, but it's very strong. It's curing, so that's good. Okay. Now I'm making a little headway. Now I think I need to tie this in. It's gonna move. Oh. I'm going to tie it in right here. It's going to be very difficult, but I got to get it in there. Got it. And hopefully that don't move until I can get the other side. All right. Hello. All right. You know, everybody's watching me do this basket. They're learning that it takes time to work on these baskets, and it's not done by machinery. There's a lot of stuff to do. And then that way, they'll know firsthand that why the prices are what they are, because it is being done by hand. takes a lot of time here. All right, I got it going here now. All I gotta do is get it down. Okay. So this is gonna be one side only. I'm gonna turn this. Look at all the stuff coming out. See all that? That is all the palm and trash that I'm getting out of this basket. I don't know if this basket was ever worked on as a repair. Is this my first time fixing this basket for someone? Sometimes you could tell somebody did a repair on the basket. It don't look like I'm the first, and maybe I will be the last person to ever work on this basket. And I'll make sure that they're aware that if they take care of this basket better, it'll last twice as long. I want them to use the basket. That's one thing, is I want people to use the Sweetgrass basket, because sometimes just sitting there doesn't do any good. It's not like your home is a museum piece, but if you want to, that's okay, but I want you to use the basket too. Okay, that is getting tighter. All I got to do is just one side of the roll right here, and then I'll do the other side. All right, so I am making a lot of headway now. That's the good thing, is once you get everything like you want, and the basket is stabilized, you can work with it better. But when you got a flimsy basket, you're trying to keep it straight, keep it from flexing, and then you'll tighten it as you go. Sometimes you can't do that because the basket tends to flex the other way. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna get that. Okay, ma'am, that's $5. Thank you, and I will give you a card. There you go.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. You have a nice day, okay? Things are a little slow, but I'm gonna come anyway and work on the basket out here when it's warm. Might be able to make something. Okay. Now, in the coming weeks, I am going to be releasing some videos, and I'm trying to get everything together so when it's a real bad day, maybe a rainy day, I'm going to stay home. I'm going to get everything together, and then I'm going to release a lot of YouTubes. I hadn't been doing any releases because I'm just plain busy, so I'm not like the other YouTubers. I'm not in it to make any kind of profit, just for the family and for customers on the basket, anything. Okay, here we go. Now I'm gonna get this piece in there, and okay. Once I get this in there, thank you. Okay, now. All right. I'm going to take all of this out because it's tearing out now. Some people are amazed that I've been doing this for over 56 years, and the thing is, a lot of people don't know I do these baskets. I've worked 2 jobs, 35 years, and they didn't know I do these baskets. And I like it like that. What they don't know won't hurt them. Oh man, let's see. Uh-oh. I'm gonna have a problem here now. Let's see. Oh man, I might have to spread this out because okay, it'll work. All this is coming apart. Look at that. I mean, I can flake that off by hand. I mean, that's just the way. I mean, man. So it's good that they brought that basket to me now because it would be a big mess trying to hold a basket like that together, to put it back together. Yeah, but I got to do all this other stuff. It's got a lot of stuff going on. And I got everything going aside. All right, I got that. All right, now, if I get the other side, I'm gonna pull this so I can tighten this because I don't want this to move. I am gonna do a skip in here if I can. Let me script this a little thinner because I don't want it to tear the binding and then I gotta go back to fix it. I hate when that happens. Okay, there we go. Got that one. Man. Oh man. Okay, there we go. Now, this one is a little fatter than what it's supposed to be, so I don't know how I'm going to get this on the side here. I got to get all this put in, and then I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I got 12 that's got to be done. And once I get that, I'll flex this some more where I can tighten this. So I am going to loosen this. I'm going to pop this now. This is where I put the new material because I need to pull this. Oh man. I need to pull this. I don't know how I'm going to do it. I don't want to tear the binding. Now, if I can get this in here, then I'd be good to go. Man. Okay. All right. I can do 3 more, then I add another piece, and I probably got to add 2 more pieces, and that will be done. Now wait until I start working on my mama's basket. Now that is going to be a job. I'm going to take all that palm and I'm going to take all that bulrush and I got to fix everything that's over since she was 16 years old. I think I got all the paperwork, and I am gonna fix that basket this winter as soon as I catch up on some other things. And I'm really gonna do one of her baskets. First thing, I keep procrastinating, and go on to do something else. But I am gonna do that basket, and I'll let everybody see that basket once I'm done, because it is gonna be one of the most grueling jobs since I started repairing baskets. The good thing is it's still together, but it's all bulrush. And that is the only basket I got or have seen in a long time with just completely bulrush. There's no sweetgrass, just bulrush itself. Because everybody don't do those baskets like that anymore. Okay. So that is part of it now, and I will see you guys later as I continue on the handle here, and then I will go down to the 4 rows on the bottom and get that going, and then that'll be it on this basket. So I'll see you guys later. Well, I am almost finished with Miss Brenda's basket here. I'm trying to get some of these low things done. Let me put this glass on here, because I got to get all this cut off. I didn't go down to the market today because I know it's going to be slow and it's cold a little bit. Tomorrow's going to be very cold. It's going to be 44 tomorrow, and tomorrow is Saturday. So I'm definitely not going to the market. I'll go back next week. So while I'm here, I'm going to finish up these baskets, and then I'll call her next week. So I finished the other basket, which I have it right here on the side. I'll show you that in a minute. Okay, cutting all these long stems off. Get this basket cleaned up. I've almost finished this bottom. It's got a few things more left to do, and this basket will be ready for her. Okay, took me less than a week to finish these 2 baskets, which was not bad. Because after getting from the Philippines, I had to fix all these other baskets. So I got about 8 baskets to send back to customers. Now this basket for Miss Brenda had a number of things that I had to fix and go back and redo it again, because the stitches were still coming apart. Some of the stitches was actually rotted out, really dried out. Okay. All I gotta do is get all this done. But normally, anyway, January, February is slow at the market, and that is my time to build up on products. And that hadn't happened for 2 to 3 years, because I depend on it being cold so I could stay home, kind of like my mom did. She would still go out on some days if it's not too cold and raining. But now I do the same thing. If it's not over 50, 52, 53, then I am not going to go down to that market, being that wind. I'm up to age now, so I'm teaching my kids now. If you do things right, you don't have to really go down to that market when you don't have to. my life now situated where I don't have to do certain things. And it's a shame that some have to. Okay. Now I'm gonna show you all the stuff I done break out of this basket. Look at all the stuff coming out. See that? That is from the material being too dry, rotted out. So it's a good thing I didn't have her to come get this basket. Then find out later the bottom comes out. So I am fixing this to make sure that she's not gonna have to come right back. I mean, this basket been well taken care of. It's just certain people, if you don't do the right thing with the basket, you're going to have problems later. So I would advise her to put a little wax paper or something that is going to stop any stain from getting in this basket, because there was a stain in this basket. Looked like a little water stain, and was causing the palm to rot out. Okay, get that part. So I gotta check every row. And this is where that water stain was, so gotta take all this out. So I pretty much tightened this already too, so I just gotta get all these little strands cut off. Then I'm gonna recheck every row, and I will thread through some palm if I need to. See all that coming out? All that is still in the basket. So I am sitting here on this step, and I've been on there pretty much the whole day now. I've spent 2 hours on this basket so far today. When I finish this, I'm going to go on to another customer basket that I want to work on also and get that completed, because I left it, had to wait on some palm to cure. Okay. Sometimes I try to cut these stems off as I sew the basket, but that slows me up. So completing the basket, then going back to cut all these little beads off a whole lot quicker. Nothing else can stop me, and I get it done. Okay. See all that still coming out that I having to pull out the side here. Okay. Okay, got all that. Now I'm going to check every row, make sure I didn't miss no area. Okay. I could do this pretty fast because a lot of this other area I didn't have to work on, so I pretty much got this part done. And I do the same sequence with any basket that I work on. I go through, rewind it, or fix what little area I need to fix, because I don't like patches. And there was a number of patches in this basket also, so I had to take those out, strengthen the bottom a little bit. Okay. Now I just got to get this part down in here. Ooh. Okay. Taking all them little small pieces out. Okay, here's my little cutter here. These little cutters here come in handy. I used to use this for electronic parts, and I can cut off the little stems very easily with these because they're very sharp. Okay, here's this one. Now, if you put these baskets together well, you should be able to glide your hand across without getting any of the stuff sticking to your fingers. So I wouldn't advise you doing that, because you still, something can end up putting a little splinter in your hand if you don't do this thing right. So you gotta have that know-how to check, especially dealing with this bulrush, because on the very end of that bulrush, it is like a porcupine. It's very sticky, and if one of those sticking to your hand, oh man, you are gonna feel it. Okay, I got that part now. I just got one, two more. Oh, there's one right there. Got a space here on the side that I got to thread in also. Don't want to miss that. For some people, this is boring to them because they say it's better to make a whole new basket than doing all this repairs that I do. But I love working on repairs because it gives me a lot of ideas. And last year, I got a lot of ideas. And I write these things down in a book because I want somebody in the family, if they get into it, they'll be able to see some of the stuff I did and go back, and then they can come up with new ideas also. But I had a customer also last week. They bought a basket that was not a Sweetgrass basket, one of these big old basket. And this thing was either from one of the African countries, Rwanda, or somewhere in that area. And they saw, oh, they got a good price on it. But then again, I burst their bubble. And I couldn't work on that kind of basket. One thing is they had a lot of plastic in it. And that is something that a lot of tourists and customers out there don't realize, that they're thinking they got a good Sweetgrass basket and find out it was not. And I mean, this basket was well made, but it looked good, but it was not a Sweetgrass basket. And I hated for them. They came all the way down to the market trying to get somebody to work on it, and unfortunately nobody would work on it because it was not a Sweetgrass basket. So I really felt for them because the basket was nice. It was looking real good, but that problem was it was not a Sweetgrass basket, and it had a lot of plastic in it, and we do not put plastic in our basket. And secondly, I think it's an environmental problem right there with that kind of plastic. I'm not sure if that's recyclable or it's just plastic that they just took and put in the basket to use it. But our basket it's environmental safety. And when this basket rots, it will break down and go back into the system. Not like plastic. The plastic could be there for a century. It's like they're going backwards in order to make money. Okay, got that piece in there. Now, got another roll. Got to fix also. I got to keep this going now because I'm almost done. Get it through. All right. Now next month I am going to go down to the swampy area because I got some palms that I want to collect so I can get it ready for my new design. So while I'm sitting here, I am thinking, okay, what do I do with my glasses? Oh man, put this thing back on. I can't see too many small stuff, but I can get all the other stuff like I want. Oh man, I don't know. All right, now this basket right here finished, the purse basket. So I just got to look at a couple more things and make sure there's no screens left. And this is ready, but I got to finish this here so by next week this will be ready to go back to Miss Brenda. I should have called her this week after telling her the first time, but I found a little more problems. So when you're trying to rush something and then you find out if you don't check everything, I would have ended up sending this basket back to her and then find out, oh man, I missed a roll, and that's not good. All right, let's see. Gotta get all this put in. And I got to get a measurement of this basket here also because I am going to make this basket also, but I'm going to put, like you say, a rainbow handle on this one also. I try out all kind of baskets as I work on them. All right, I get this. You can hear as I pull them strands out. Some of them's going to still continue to fall out later anyway, but that's normal. Okay, gotta get that. Got it. I could see the wind blowing out there, so that temperature is going down. So for the last 3 days, I just been sitting in here, working on basket. And you know something? I hadn't built a new basket. These are just repairs So I gotta, somewhere in there, I gotta start back on making some basket for the spring. This month is almost over. This is the 20th, so you ain't got about 11 more days. Then February will be kicking in. Okay, right here. Oh man, I need to fix this. I don't like it. Oh man, let's see here. Maybe I ought to put some palm in here. Rethread that over. I hate that when that happens. Almost got it, almost got it. There we go. All right, then I gotta get this out and I don't want this piece to stay in here because if the customer pulls on this, they will loosen the binding. We don't want that. Now, now one thing I've been thinking about the whole day while I'm working on this basket is getting me some pancakes. I don't know if you guys like pancakes, but I like to eat pancakes every now and then, especially when I haven't had it in a long time and I get a craving for it. This past trip in the Philippines, I got to eat some. I took the pancakes and the syrup all the way there, and I never got to eat any of it. That was kind of amazing because I had to pay extra money with all that weight, 2 boxes and 1 bottle of syrup, and I only got to eat just a little piece. I would say the size of a $50 piece. And then when I got into Manila, we bought some more pancakes out on the street, and that was it. And I mean, I took all that mix with me and didn't even eat it. I don't know why. Okay, here we go. So that is okay. I'm going to get some tomorrow. All right, one more row. One more row. Okay. Oh, nope. Let me take this and I will be done. Let's see here. Gotta get this piece off. I don't need this anymore, so this ain't going no place, so I can take this scran out. I don't want to cut it because I'm going to use it. All right, I am done. All right, so this basket is done. And Ms. Brenda, you're going to enjoy this basket because it's a whole lot more sturdier now. I fixed all the sides here. I have repatched the bottom, tightened that up because you had some areas that was coming all apart, water stain. So put a little wax paper in there. And then that'll protect this basket for a little more longer. 40 years, not bad. Okay, and then on this piece, I tried to get this as flat as possible, but the way this basket was made, there's a lot of bumps still in it. But other than that, this basket is looking good. So if you look at both of these baskets now, it is like, man, like I just made it yesterday. So you can see the difference in the work when I got it and now that it's completed. So people, don't throw your basket away. Go to my website, sweetgrasspalm.com, Get with me, and I can put you in line with everybody else, and you can get your basket repaired, and I can bring it back to new for you, and you can use it. Remember, I've had basket over 100 years old. So fixing it and I can get it back like this, that's another 100 years with you knowing how to take care of it. Well, I don't think I'll be here, but if so, then I'll see your basket again, I guess. Hopefully not in a lifetime. So I thank you, Miss Brenda, to let me do your basket. And like I always say out there is, anybody, if you're there in Charleston, come down to Charleston Market and just look for Michael or just ask somebody for me. Either I'll be there that day or I can be someplace in the swamp or maybe on an airplane someplace. Well, I got the basket done and this is what it looks like now. Both of them, it's almost like brand new now. I suggest that customer, Miss Brenda, put a little wax paper down into your basket if you decide to use it for fruits, vegetables, stuff like that. I wouldn't put too much weight on these handles, maybe up to 5 pounds, no more than that. This little purse basket right here, you still can put your books in. Put a little wax paper down in there. Just make sure you don't throw no ink pens or anything down there, or you're going to get, you know, ink or something in your basket, and you don't want that. But it's been a pleasure working on this basket. And I have another idea. I will build a basket like this, but it will be with a rainbow handle. This design on this handle was really unique. I am going to try it and on maybe a oval basket and see how that one works. It was nice on this rounded basket, so I hope that it'll come out and I can put that online one day. I don't know when I'm going to do it, but it's been a pleasure working on this basket and I will keep it pushing. So whenever you're in the Charleston market, just look me up. Just ask for Michael or ask one of the Sweetgrass basket makers there and they can direct you to me, and hopefully I will be on the market that day and we can chat a little bit about your basket. Bye for now.